Hello everybody, I'm D-Mans Girl, also known as Chaz, and welcome to Blox Fruits. Today I will be showing you how to get every single fighting style. That includes Single Out all the way to Dark Step. Well, there is combat, but you only get it at the start of the game, so there's no point in doing that since you can't get it back. So first, Dark Step. It's super easy. Just go to the Pirate Village, talk to the Dark Step teacher, and he will give you Dark Step for $150,000, which if you have double money, you should get that by the time you're in around the time you're in probably Rain's Fortress. Alright, for our next fighting style, we have the electric fighting style. You talk to the mad scientist over here, he gives you some dialogue, and he will give you the electric fighting style for 500,000 belly. This fighting style, it's okay. So now for our next fighting style, it is the water kung fu fighting style. So now when you see this colored area in the underwater city, you want to go over here. You're not in here, but you want to go over here, and you talk to the water kung fu teacher. He'll give you some dialogue as usual, and he will sell you the water kung fu for $750,000. This fighting style is the absolute best in the first sea, because if you notice something, there's no M1. Like for example on the CDK, after 4 seconds you have to wait like 2 seconds for the M1 again. And also on light, again, there's an M1 delay, so it's definitely the best. Now for our next fighting style, we have the Dragon Breath one. Dragon Breath fighting style. Now you have to be in the second sea, so this is the first one in the second sea, no longer the first sea. So you have to talk to Sabi over here. He's in this archway thing in Kingdom of Rose, and you talk to him, and he will give you the Dragon Breath fighting style for 1,500 fragments this time. These things over here, you can see it by hovering over your belly. And I mean, it's okay. When I had the grind for God Human, it was one of my favorites since it did a lot of damage. Now for the Superhuman fighting style, you have to come here over at Snow Mountain in this tiny little crevice, which I never found when I was getting Superhuman. I just went to 3rd sea and got it there. And then you have to talk to his martial arts master, and if you have 300 mastery on the Dark Step, fighting style, electric, water kung fu, and dragon breath, he will give you Superhuman for $3 million. Honestly, it's a pretty good fighting style, but if you're a Buddha user, you're not hitting Z unless there's another Buddha user. Now for our next fighting style, it is the Death Step fighting style. To get this, you need to fight the Awakened Ice Admiral, and hope he gives you a library key. After that, you need to talk to this NPC, which I'm not gonna try to say the name of. And then, you have to have 400 mastery on your Dark Step. If you don't have that, don't dream about this. But then after that, you have to pay her $2,500,000 and 5,000 fragments. Do I think this is good? Yes, but if you're grinding to God Human, it's not that good. I didn't really like it. It was probably my favorite one to grind with. Now, to get the Sharkman Karate fighting style, you first need 400 mastery on Water Kung Fu, again. And then, after that, you need to get a water key from the Tidekeeper. He spawns over there, past this. And then, you need to give it to Degrock. And then, he will give you, I think it's $2.5 million, maybe $3 million, I forget. And 5,000 fragments for the Sharkman Karate fighting style. And when I was grinding to God Human, this was my absolute favorite fighting style. Look how fast that M1 is. If you have the valiant effort to get it, you need to get this fighting style. It is one, if not the best, fighting style. Now, our next fighting style is the Electric Claw fighting style, an upgrade to the electric fighting style. One thing I don't understand is why would you get the electric in the first sea when you get the electric claw in the third sea? Like, you have to be level 1,500 to even get to the third sea. And then you need 400 mastery on your electric. And then he makes you do a little quest. You have to run to the mansion in 30 seconds. A 2-month-old baby could do it. It's super easy. And then, for, I think this time, $3 million and 5,000 fragments, he will give you the electric claw fighting style. Do I think it's good? Well, if you don't mind the M1s, which bring you up, I mean, it's decent. Now, for the next fighting style, it is the Dragon Talent fighting style, taught by none other than Admin Uzoff. Now, I gotta be careful where I place this one, or I might get banned from Blox Fruits forever. This fighting style, if I'm being completely honest, it's incredible. Like, this completely blows every fighting style from first and a few from second out of the water. It's incredible. But don't go out of your way for upgrading it. Don't do what I did. Every other move besides X does absolutely no damage. No damage difference. But it's fun riding this little dragon. Now, it is time for God Human. Now, to get God Human, you have to get every single fighting style besides Sanguine Art and Combat to 400 mastery. Not only that, you have to give him some materials too. But after that, you can buy God Human for $5 million and 5,000 fragments. Why does everything upgraded have to be 5,000 fragments? In this fighting style, I mean, it's the second strongest, so it's not bad. And also, if you want to do PvPs, this is the absolute GOAT for it. Now, finally, for the last fighting style, the Sanguine Art fighting style. He lays in here, taught by none other than Shappy. To get this fighting style, you will need to fight the Leviathan, hit his heart, drive back to Tiki, give Shappy the Leviathan heart, then you need to give him some materials again. I forgot the ones for God Human, but I know the ones for Sanguine Art. It is 20 demonic wisps, 20 vampire fangs, and 2 dark fragments. I somehow already grinded the 2 of them, and I just needed the vampire fangs. But then after all of that, you can finally get the Sanguine Art fighting style for $5 million and 5,000 fragments. If this video helped you out at all, please make sure to give a like and subscribe.